I got to watch the film that did not need a sequel, Another Simple Favor. This is directed by Paul Feig, and this is a follow-up to the first film, A Simple Favor. The film stars Anna Kendrick, Blake Lively, Henry Golding, Allison Janney, and Elizabeth Perkins. Now, controversy aside to the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case and everything going on, I was interested in seeing this film because I loved A Simple Favor. And Another Simple Favor is nowhere as good as the first film. Paul's film is kind of a bust, but I did enjoy this more than Jackpot. We'll see how The Housemaid turns out later on this year, but on to Another Simple Favor. Anna Kendrick gives the best performance in this film. Given how ridiculous the plot is and how the story plays out, she is what makes the film watchable. And as for Blake Lively's performance, I really wasn't a fan. Her performance is not nearly as engaging as it was in the first film. Her character has always been very over the top, and in this film, I feel like she loses that magic of what made her character great in the first film. And Anna and Blake's chemistry is nowhere as strong as it previously was in the first film. As for the supporting characters, I really didn't care for any of them, and I didn't really think anybody stood out in particular. Now we gotta talk about the fashion. Everybody does look good here, except for Blake Lively. Of course, her costumes are gonna be a little outrageous and, like her character, very over the top. There was one outfit in particular that kind of stood out to me, and it was like this pearl white ensemble, and it just reminded me of something like Jennifer Lopez would wear and not Blake Lively. And then of course I've seen it, the big floppy hat. It's so stupid and so unnecessary. It looks awful. As for the setting, I think the location in Italy looks beautiful. A lot of the set design looks great. A lot of the locations look great on camera. Now as for the rest of the film, it's very predictable. It's the typical revenge story. Now as for Paul's direction, it's very simple. No pun intended. But given what he has worked on as a filmmaker, I'm losing hope on him. I feel like he's not caring about the art of filmmaking anymore. And I feel like he's been phoning it in lately. He did not need to make this sequel. But like I said, I'm very curious to see how The Housemaid turns out because I am loving that book right now. So don't let me down, Paul. Do not let me down. Also, did anybody catch his little cameo at the very end of the film? But mostly there's cringy jokes, nothing memorable, except for one scene in particular where Anna Kendrick is being interrogated. That was the only scene I actually really enjoyed the most. Everything else I just didn't really think was really funny. Another Simple Favor is nothing special. It loses its touch of what made the first film so great. If Paul and Blake wanted to work together again, just come up with something different and creative next time. I'm gonna give the film this grade right here.